What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Project Ozone 3 Kappa mode. I'm just sitting here vibing on our energy ball. Yeah, apparently I can't stand on this thing without bouncing, or I guess I can. I guess if I move in the right spot, I can stand without bouncing. Anyway, so yeah, we're here for another episode trying to get some stuff done today. Speaking of this energy ball, the last time we looked at this thing, I think it had like 30,000 or 30%. 30% complete. If we look at it now, yeah, guys, we're at 96% of almost infinite. So we are getting pretty close to getting this thing almost full. I don't think we'll be able to get it full because we've been using power the entire time, right? And where is our super reactor? Right here? Yeah, let's take a look at this. So the power remaining in our super reactor is just stored in this one block. And we have that much. I'm not even sure how much that is. That's a lot of numbers there. Anyway, so I think we'll get this most of the way full from that, but I'm not sure we'll be able to get it all the way full from that. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, we almost have ourselves the tier 8 energy core completely full, which is great. But we are closing in at the end of the progression of this mod pack, guys. We are still working on making this creative chest. Up until this point, we have put together pretty much everything that we need in order to make the 8 chaos planks that goes into making one of these chests, right? And the chaos planks is this crazy recipe. So what we're missing right now are these different metals around the outside of the center portion of this. But yeah, other than that, I think we are doing really well. So these are the 4 items that we have to work on. And if we take a look at this, like the Titanite metal here, this requires 9 items in order to make one of these. And this does have to be done on a basic crafting table. So that'd be one of these guys. So it might make sense for us to set up an automation for this so we can request the correct amount of items, or I guess we can do it manually, one or the other. But yeah, in order to make these different items, we need 9 items that go into it. Each one of these are the same. 9 separate items, so we need 36 different items in order to make these 4 different metals that we need, and each one of these requires a quantum compressor, right? So we're gonna need 36 quantum compressors to make, you know, whatever into these different items. So essentially what we got going on here is we have to do another one of these setups that we did previously in order to make our different singularities. I guess I don't have any singularities in here to show you guys since we have used quite a lot of those. But yeah, essentially the same exact setup except half the size. Yeah, we only need 36 of them. So that's 4 rows of 9. And we have, I think, 8 rows of 9 here, right? Anyway, so yeah, if we just like kind of mirror this, I think we can fit one in here. Now, we were using this area for Galacticraft stuff, and it's been a while since we last touched Galacticraft. So I think, I just got the advancement for Space Engineer. Woo! We're going to space, boys. I'm just going to move this over here. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to put in 9 more quantum compress, or I'm sorry, 4 more rows of 9 of quantum compressors. So we need 36 of these. Like so. All right. And I was kind of looking at this before. If we put 3 blocks of space and then we start, right? So 3 blocks of space, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we get 1, 2, 3 blocks of space. Perfect. I like it when everything gets spaced out evenly. That's what I like. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the rest of these things. I'm going to start getting the interfaces hooked up and the item translocators. And then we're going to have to do like we did before and probably put some kind of item storage underneath. Probably just 1 stack of items, I would imagine. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get on this. We'll be back. Now, one thing to note about these quantum compressor recipes, unlike the ones that we did before for the singularities that required ultimate catalyst, these recipes here require the ultimate catalyst. It is a different item, right? So the recipe on these guys requires the ultimate components, which come from the ultimate ingots, whereas these ultimate catalysts, we look at the recipe, that's just emeralds. That's like nothing. But yeah, we have all the materials together, but it is just something that we have to get going here. So we have an auto craft that is set up for this, and yeah, we are able to make them. It's just taking a minute. So I currently have enough for 1 row of these things. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start putting these in here. And again, like I said, I'll go ahead and get the applied energistics and all that stuff hooked up. We've seen that before from when I hooked up all the singularities. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and continue getting these hooked up. There is a lot of setup here, guys. So right now I'm currently setting filters on these drawers down here, so they can only accept one specific item. So this one is going to be the Mythian Metal. So over here, I have search for our content tweaker and then the metals. And then I'm just kind of going through and setting the filters on that. So this one, again, I forgot already, Mythian Metal, this one. So we can just drag that over like that. So we don't even need the item with Enter IO. And you can drag from GEI. On the right-hand side, you can't drag from these bookmarks on the left-hand side. All right, so the next one here is my metal, Hypnotizd metal. So that one. And then this one right here is going to be Eddie Ruckus metal. And that is... You know, oh, I was right there. I was going to say I should pay attention to the color of the metal. Yeah, there we go. Well, anyway, I've only got these 9 done. I still got 3 more of the different metals to go. And then we have to work on the plates and then the gears. So, yeah, a little bit more to do as far as setting these filters. So up above, we have our different quantum compressors. And then I have hooked up item conduit set to extract always active, and then I have also set up the stellar energy so we can provide those with power, and that's just set to insert. I used the conduit probe after I set one of those to copy and then paste those settings to all of these, so they should all be set up. So we're always extracting out of every one of these quantum compressors here, and then we are sending that down to these atom conduits on top of the basic drawers, right? And then, yeah, these are always trying to insert, and then we're setting the filter, so we'll only be able to insert a specific item into a specific drawer. There we go. So that's pretty much set up exactly the way that we did the different singularities over here. Is kind of mimicking what we did. The only thing that we're missing is the power inputs, which we can do later. And then after that, we'll have to hook up, let's see, yeah, the drawer controller. I'll probably want to disable the icons from showing just to save more FPS. And then obviously we still have to hook up the applied energistics. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue setting up these filters, get this portion of this done, and then we'll be right back. All right, well, the next thing here is to see if this is actually going to work. I assume it's going to work. It's set up basically the same way as our singularities are. We don't have filters for every single one of these. We still have some items that we're going to have to figure out. So all the ones that have EMC, those are easy enough. We can put into here. One of them, though, you don't remember exactly which one it was. It might be one of these. Yeah, this one right here. So each one of those is 2.7 million EMC per item. And that is going to require a whole lot of these items. I know we have a bunch of EMC. We might have to get our EMC going again specifically for this. I'm not actually sure. I guess we'll find out after we get this hooked up. But the next step is we need to get our P2P tunnels hooked up. So we have 2 of them. This one over here, this one's going to control 32 of the interfaces up above. And then this one right here is going to control what, like 4 interfaces above. And then it's going to control the semi-storage bus so the system can see all of the items that we have. This is set to extract only, so we'll never be able to put items into these basic drawers. We can only see what's in them and extract out of them. Okay, so let's grab this memory card and do a shift right click in midair, make sure that it is blank. And then we'll come over here and we'll grab one of these. This has not been used, so I'll grab this one, do a shift right click. Then we'll come over here and right click onto here. Okay, shift right click in midair, so we'll clear that one out. And then we'll do a shift right click on this one. And this is going to use 32 channels, like I said. So as soon as I hook both of those up, we should start to see some items flowing into our quantum compressors here. Maybe? Hopefully I did things correct and everything is hooked up, but I am fairly certain we are good to go. Okay, I just saw a bunch of things turn on. Oh, now we got items rolling through. I see cherries and some other things. All right, I feel like we should be seeing more than just these few items here, but this is what we got so far. So this one is energy condensers. We only need 1,000 of them, so it's not too crazy. This one is ender chests. That's pretty simple. This one is spacious crystals. The gas storage components, like I said. Oh, this one's going too. It's just hard to see. This one is mana glass. Yep. The cherries, but why are the other ones not going? I am pretty certain that I hooked up a few of these back here. Yeah, like book and quill. This doesn't look like it's extracting. Is there a reason? Oh, there's a pretty big reason. Yep, this is why we test them. Make sure. The ultimate, I forgot to put in the rest of these catalysts. Okay, we got the 9 in the front, but yep, I did not put them in the rest of them because I was waiting on that craft. So I'm going to go ahead and throw those into here. Hopefully we'll get the rest of these rolling, and then we'll be right back. All right, that looks a little bit better. We got a good portion of them, if not half, about half of them just chugging along using EMC. So I am curious. Let's go get away from the lagginess over there. Let's go check and see how our EMC is doing. Okay, you know, we are only going to store a stack in those drawers, plus a stack in the quantum compressors. At this rate, I feel like we should be... I think we should be okay. I don't think we're doing anything too crazy here. So we're probably not going to have to worry about EMC at all. All right, that was one thing I was a little concerned about. But yeah, I definitely don't think we're going to have to worry about that. All right, so the next step is we need to take a look at some of these items that we were unable to just hook up automatically. So like this very first one, that would come from this metal here and this one. So porcelain brick. Oh wait, is that... Oh, that one's already done. That's why it's not rolling. The second one then. So this one, we need Aurora Block, and that comes from Twilight Forest, and there's only 400 per ingot, right? So if we're gonna store 2 stacks, we need 128 times 400. So however many that is, like, is that 40,000? Something like that. Anyway, so let's go to the Twilight then. Right click to teleport. Yeah, so we'll go to the Twilight. And we will look around for... I'm trying to double tap to fly here. We'll take a look and see if we can find... That's the wrong button. See if we can find a snowy biome. Looks like straight north. And then this right here is the Aurora area. So we just need to go... Yeah, exit right here. We need to go north. North, north, north. Which... Yeah, this way here. I was trying to find on the compass. The lettering's a little small there. Yeah, so we just need to come over here and find the Aurora Blocks. I can't remember if this is the Ice Queen that we murdered a long time ago. I assume it is. Yeah, it looks like we have some stuff exposed here. We must have already grabbed some Aurora Blocks, but I didn't see any in the system, so I don't know where those are. Maybe I deleted them or something. Well, anyway, let's go and select number 1, and then we'll just vein mine these. Yep, and we should get a whole ridiculous amount of these things. Okay, maybe not that ridiculous. Well, anyway, we're able to get some of these, so we can throw those into the system. And this is going to end up making the Caroline... what is this? Yeah, Caroline Frostic metal. I'm actually kind of surprised throwing those in the system that we don't have any, because I know I put more than 400 in there. Oh well. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more of this. Well, actually, let me take a look here. Yeah, so it's not... Oh, you know what? I didn't have any to set the output. That's the problem. So one vein mine looks like we got 800 of these things, so I'm going to have to vein mine a few times to get enough so we can get 2 stacks worth. Well, anyway... Let me go ahead and continue on with this. We'll be back. Well, there you go. I spent a little bit of time here vein mining away all the Aurora blocks. The only thing that's left is these pillar blocks, and I wasn't able to vein mine these. I'm not sure why those aren't vein mineable. I was unable to set Yeah, set the dig AoE. It wouldn't like AoE dig them. These are like special blocks or something weird with them. Well, anyway, this is all that's left. I'm not going to remove the pillars, but all the Aurora blocks are now gone. There's a lot of chests in here too. There's actually quite a lot of loot. I don't think I've ever disassembled one of these things before. Yeah, there's a lot of loot in here. Probably something like 20 chests that I removed. So a lot of ice swords, some bows. Like, none of this stuff was like super awesome, except for this item right here, this glass sword. This has an attack of 40. Yeah, 40. That is actually pretty incredible for a Twilight Forest item. I had no idea that even existed. Well, yeah, we got one of those. It says durability 1 of 1 though. So, I don't know if there's a way to like make it any better than what it is. I guess if you put mending on there, we have Unbreaking 3 on there, and you just constantly need to get like XP coming to you if you use it. So while it's pretty incredible, all right, so we ended up with 73,000 Aurora blocks, and again, that's from this one, and that was the second one. Yeah, so we can add that to this filter right here, put the Aurora blocks in. Yep, and that should just go ahead and do the thing. We only need 400 per ingot, and we only need 2 stacks of ingots. So I like went a little overkill, but I figured since I was there, might as well just keep vein mining it away just to see what I can uncover. So the next item here is this one. So we already have that. So I guess I need to kind of go through until I figure out something that we don't have. Ah, this is something that I was interested in. So this is a specific factory block. The factory blocks themselves have EMC. It's rather cheap, just stone and iron, but that item required a special block. So I wanted to see if we could put in the regular ones or if it does have to be chiseled. So factory block. Yeah, I made these before. Can I just throw those in here, or does it not like it? Well, it doesn't look like it's doing anything specific with it, right? It's not going in, it's not doing anything. So yeah, it does look like we have to chisel those. So getting back to that, the chisel mod, automatic, or auto, I guess. There is an auto chisel. I don't really know how this works. Let's try and figure this out. So we'll actually learn that. That's an EMC item. So one of these things, does this require power? It requires a chisel, requires blocks. All right, let's get a chisel. I guess we'll use the eye chisel. I assume I have to put in the chiseled block here, so I guess I need to grab another chisel so I can put these to the correct type. Whoops, let me separate that out. All right, so the correct type, this specific one, we want the fan. Was it fan fast? Fan fast. All right, so this one, fan fast, chisel. So we put that into here. I assume that's the pattern. If we do this, then... Oh, that's not bad. I was thinking it was going to do one at a time. Now, I wonder if I put multiple stacks, if it do all the stacks at once. Let's try and figure that one out now. So that is this block right here. Let's put in a whole bunch of stacks. If I do this, does it do all of those at once? No, it does one stack at a time. So this is going to take a little bit of time to get those done. And this requires 1,000 per item. Well, yeah, I guess that's not like going to be super terrible. We can just set up an automation for this. And that is using 64 durability per. Yeah, looks like we are using durability. I wonder... No. I was going to say, I wonder if we could like put Unbreaking on there and make this like better, but it doesn't really matter. These are cheap enough through EMC where we can just replace it. Okay, so I guess the next step is I need to figure out a way to set up this automation here so we can do this. There's also another one in here somewhere that requires Tyrian of a specific type. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, we're gonna have to set up another one of these things too. Guess it's not that one. Is it this one? Yeah, this one right here, Tyrian Shiny Plate. So again, Tyrian is EMCable, but we need to set up an auto for this. And that requires 13,000 per one of these. Ugh. Well, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get the automation going here, and we'll be right back. That's a great sound. So it turns out these can accept energy, and it looks like they go a little bit faster if they have power being given to them. It's only 20 RF per tick, so it's not a big deal. So these are still warming up. I just hooked these up. Eventually we'll be getting these items a little bit faster into these auto chisels. But yeah, for right now, that's what we got going on. And then we're extracting out of them into a chest here. Yep. And then that's going to be on a storage bus that is set to extract only, right? So whenever we use them, it'll free up space. The chisels will chisel more and we will have plenty of these blocks. So I need to go over here and hook up which one goes into where, because I'm not sure where things go just yet, but you know, just a simple thing. So I am inserting the factory block from the bottom, and I guess the Tyrian block from the bottom. We're extracting from the top. It's a little reversed for some reason. And then as far as putting new chisels in, I haven't figured that out. Let's try another export bus. Let's see if we can do this. So if I put an export bus right here, like on the side, and I connect that up, can I set this to export chisels? And if so, if I remove this, does that get replaced? Okay, so there you go. Looks like you can auto replace the chisel from the side, which is good. So yeah, we just need to hook that up on both sides. So another export bus. I need to figure out if I got enough channels here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This will make 6 and 7. If we come all the way over here, yeah, it looks like we are going to be just fine on channels. So that is good. Yeah, like I said, I was just using an existing connection, so it's pretty simple to get this Applied Energistics hooked up. So I guess the other thing that I need to do here to like clean this up just a little bit, let me grab a wrench. Man, my inventory is such a mess right now. I'm looking for a wrench. I know there's one in here somewhere. Found one. Okay. So yeah, we need to disconnect that, disconnect this, and then I need to get myself a couple of facades, which I have in my inventory already. There and there. And then we can put those cables back like so. And of course, I need to set the output filter on this guy. All right, I think we are ready to go on these. As soon as I set the interfaces over here to these specific blocks, we should be good. Well, I tell you what, listening to this sound, yeah, that gets pretty old pretty quickly. But the thing is, though, like trying to get the correct block, the factory block, to work in this particular quantum compressor, yeah, for whatever reason, when I sat the quantum compressor down and I sat the recipe in here, it was just putting one stack of the factory blocks in there, and it wasn't compressing them. So I thought, huh, weird. And I broke the block and I put it back and I made sure it had the correct catalyst in there, right? So we had the ultimate catalyst and that still wasn't working. So then I was thinking, whoa, maybe there's a bug in this pack. Maybe I'm going to have to upgrade to get it to work. And I was going through the scripts and everything and it seemed like everything was correct. And then I was like, all right, let's take the factory block and put it to a different one. And it worked in another one. I was like, oh no. So I broke the quantum compressor and I placed it somewhere else. I put the blocks in and then I put it back and put the blocks in. Anyway, eventually it started working. So yeah, I spent a bunch of time trying to debug something that the game just kind of didn't want to work with. But yeah, we're making stuff now. So that's all that really matters. We're getting those factory blocks in there. So what other ones in this row haven't we done? The one right after that, let's take a look and see what that one is. So directly after that is this one, the dead pinium plate. This has EMC. Oh, okay. Why didn't I do this one? I don't know. That's a hop seed. It has EMC. Let's just go ahead and grab some EMC real quick. Or I guess grab it from EMC. So hop seed, this guy. Yep, do that. We'll unlearn the book. We'll learn this. I'll grab a stack of those, throw this one away. And then we should be able to add that right over here to our current stuff. So this is the one we were working on. Hop seed. Yeah, so I'll go through and make the dead pinium plates. All right. So one after that, item conduit, that should be done. Next one after the item conduit, click. All right, a little lag spike there. Is, the Ender Spectre Coil. Okay, so Ender Spectre Coil. That is going to be an interesting one that we're going to have to tackle. So Ender Spectre Coil. in order to make one of those, we have to have stable ender pearls, which have EMC, which is fine. We need the redstone Spectre coil, and we need ender pearls. So EMC, EMC, no EMC, no EMC. So not super simple to do. The Spectre string does require mithril or mana. None of those have EMC unless the ingots do. The ingot might. Does it? Oh, it does. Okay, so we can just pulverize that or something. That shouldn't be too difficult. Manifuse string has EMC. Ectoplasm doesn't. So the way you get ectoplasm is by throwing a potion at one of the specters that you get from killing mobs randomly, right? But then once you get it, you can make specter saplings which have EMC. So I guess we can do that, and then we can bonsai them. So that would be an option. We can get a bonsai. I didn't realize those had EMC either. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Or have I already done this? I don't remember. Oh yeah, we already have these. All right, so we can do that, and then we can set up a bunch of bonsai trees, I guess. The hopping bonsai. Now, I do remember, if we take a look at the uses of things, the bonsai trees, different soils give you different stuff. And I don't remember which soil is the best. Is there a way to see which one? So it looks like dirt, grass, or those there are only two options in this pack. Okay, I played other packs before where you get different options in those two. And maybe it's just like the slime saplings or like the nether trees or something specific. Well, anyway, it looks like dirt is like you can either get a drop chance of 100% chance and a grow time of 100, or a growth time of 110 and a drop chance of 90. It's like, it's essentially the same thing. So I guess we'll just put grass in the pots. So let's grab a little grass. We need the hopping bonsais, which I have. And then we want ectoplasm. We have some of this, but that's not the amount that we need. Okay, and then we're going to want to filter those. So if we put them onto drawers, I guess we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll do something like that. We'll put them onto a drawer. We'll have to specify the item in each one of those, and then we'll have to figure out where we're going to put these items as well. We do have some plants being grown over here. Maybe I'll put them downstairs just because this is one of those things that's just going to be really big and ugly to look at. So yeah, we could put it down here. That'll be fine. So we do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. And then we can put an ectoplasm in each one of those. Let me grab some singles here. Yep. And then we'll want to grab a drawer controller. Like so. And then the key so we can lock and unlock it. Locks and unlocks drawers. Like that. Okay, so here's the deal. If you have a drawer that has an item in there, and you put a hopping bonsai on it, if the hopping bonsai creates a specific item, it'll go in. If it's trying to put sticks or sapling or leaves or something like that, it has nowhere for those items to go, so it cancels. So really, the only thing that we're going to be making here is just ectoplasm. So this will be pretty cool, and then we can throw the saplings in here as well. Boop, boop, boop. I think I misbooped one of those. Awesome. So we got all of those growing now. And yeah, they are a little slow, so we're definitely going to want to put more than just 8 of these. We're going to want a whole lot of these, I'm pretty sure. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and do a full stack, and we'll see how fast we get ectoplasm. But yep, let me go ahead and continue on with this, guys, and we will be right back. All right, so there is all of our hopping bonsai plots with the Spectre saplings in them. We are currently making ectoplasm decently fast, but we can make this faster either by adding in more of the hopping bonsais, which is just a passive way of doing it, or we can use our ritual anchor like we do throughout the series. And if I right click that guy and we take a look at how fast we're making ectoplasm, it's starting to go a little bit faster than what we were doing before, which is pretty good, I would say. Now, I think the ritual anchor only works if there is like a player nearby. So like we're running this on a local server. if I log out and do other things, I don't think we collect the ectoplasm this fast, but we'll still collect it as our normal speed. So for right now, I think we'll just kind of leave this here so it can like speed up while I'm on and doing things around nearby, unless I need the tick acceleration for something else. There is another way that we could collect this ectoplasm using the Astral Sorcery Tree Farm. That is another potential way of doing it, but I don't think we need to do it that way. Well, anyway, now that we have that set up and we are automatically collecting ectoplasm, now we should be able to set the thing over here. Which one was it? Is it this one? No, that is the Ender Pearls. This one is the Ender Spectre. Okay, so this one right here requires the Ender Specters, and those will only output if we have Ender Spectre coils, which we have to craft in order to make. So now the system's going to start auto-crafting these things. Now if we look into here, yeah, we can see that we are putting them in. Not very fast, but we only need 400 per item, thankfully. So we're not going to need like a ridiculous amount of these things, but it is still quite a lot for us to deal with. So if we take a look at our ectoplasm, I'm sure we'll see this start dropping pretty quickly here, as it does a whole bunch of other crafts. Actually, is it... Oh yeah, we have to do like redstone Spectre coils and all of this. It must have chewed through like all of the extra Spectre coils that we had to make these. Yeah, this is not going very fast now. So this is going to be definitely an offline thing, and hopefully by next episode that should be done. But yeah, we still got a few more of these items to go. We have a lot of auto crafts and other such things to get going on these, so not quite done yet. But anyway, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to leave a like on this episode if you liked it, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.